evening. Hope the week has treated you well, because we're at the end of it. Whether it's the beginning of the Friday or, like your boy, the end of the Friday. How are we doing? I am very pleased it is the weekend, even if it's only for 2 days. Also, not long now until Easter. 22 days, which is a 4-day weekend for those in Australia, or at least for those in New South Wales. Excuse me. Then a 3-day work week, and then a 3-day weekend. It's pretty nice. Just got to hold on for about half a month or so. Oh dear. It is nice that the weekend is here, but it's never long enough, is it? I'm at least having to start my weekend early this weekend because I'm meeting someone from church. So I have to get my skates on, get out of bed at a normal time to meet them at 9:30. Like I said, will hopefully help me make more use of the time because I find that I can often just let it slip through my fingers. Because I'll just not use it. I'll what's the word? I'll I'll wake up late and then or I'll take too much time I should say, getting out of like my apartment. So it's just like gone. The time is just gone. Let's launch Midnight Club. Let's go back to a simpler time. A simpler time called 2005. A simpler time where men were boys and ladies were girls. Or vice versa. But the important thing is it was a simpler time. %20 done. It's more than I thought, actually. Is it more than I thought? It's definitely more and less than I thought, I think. It's like the same time. That's right, we had the...
You better know how to drive a car like that.
We had the Chrysler. It's pretty cool music. Yeah, a bit further out. I've been watching some of Grog TV. He's a Brummy YouTuber, like middle of England, I think that is. If Shadow was here, he'd be able to correct me. But he started, well, firstly, he's done a playthrough of Underground 1 with just the Peugeot 206, or maybe 306 in that. And now he's doing a playthrough of Underground 2 with just a Peugeot. So it might be the 106. And it has kind of inspired me to try and do something similar like that. Not in this, obviously, we're a bit far past that. And also got different scales of cars, which they don't have in Most Wanted, or like in the Need for Speeds. Oh, we don't have nitrous. That could be disastrous. game is terrifyingly quick. Like, I feel like it is much faster than... Definitely Need for Speed 2. Maybe even like Need for Speed Most Wanted and stuff, but I got actual supercars in it. I feel like you spend so much time at top speed. And if you don't, then you're doing it wrong, kind of thing, you know? I think I may have bitten off a bit more than I can chew with this particular event. Definitely a bit faster than I am. Ooh. Probably could have fit under that semi, but you never know. I feel like there's far too much green space in this representation of San Diego. Do we want to try that again in this? I don't think so. I think we want to try other races. I want to go to the garage, and I want to see if I can slap some nitrous on this bad boy. If we can, I think that'll solve a lot of problems. We gotta go... We gotta really zoom. Customize performance. Again, we could just like upgrade the transmission. No, eye on the prize. Oh, we can't afford that. Okay, we've got level 2 headers. We don't have a level 2 supercharger. We have a level 1 supercharger now. Courtesy of... Vod-Tech Engineering. Vod-Tech looks like a villain's company, doesn't it? It looks like the kind of company that you're meant to be afraid of in a film. Okay, so if we can't do that, let's try one of these lesser races. I think in theory they're easier. Because I think the star ones are in theory like unbeatable in air quotes, AI. Whatever that actually means. Because they are definitely beatable. Just that I wasn't good enough then to beat them. It was, I believe, as the kids in the know say, a skill issue. Yeah, that's a bit better. We can definitely keep up a lot easier with these fellas. As shown by the fact that we are in first place. Oh, it's 2 laps, okay. Good to know. Oh, I don't even know where I was looking. I was looking at chat. I was just not looking at the road. I think I just like zoned out basically. Okay, maybe shouldn't have gone this way. Not the end of the world either. Spindle lap. Ooh. I don't know why that wigged me out so much. I mean, it is undeniably a large vehicle, the tram, but... Ah, that's across the stadium. Okay. That should give us more speed money that we call American dollars. To the garage, please. Like, maybe I just get a stage 2 turbo supercharger. There we go. Let's enunciate. Right out the gate. No, didn't want to do that. I wanted to go here. I forgot that we bought the stage 1 supercharger. I don't think it makes a difference if you skip the level 1. Gotta get US gear in the US muscle car. Yeah, okay, it does. I don't know. Oh, the shift time is 0.5 of a second. Now it's 0.1. Yeah. Advanced clutches? Yeah, I'll have an advanced clutch, thanks. I think we've got all of the suspension. We don't have any tires though. We need 3,060. And I should maybe think about getting a brake upgrade too. Yeah, but we're definitely gonna be quicker. In like a forward direction. Faster. That's the word we're looking for. I wonder if it's going to give us a like a supercharger wine.
If you're gonna drive a car like that.
Yo, I don't care what y'all do, how y'all do it, how y'all do it.
Doesn't sound like it. Do I want to go this way? Oh, we're going this way. So I guess it doesn't matter really if I want to go this way or not, because we went it. Ciao. Cliff race. The Judge. Impala SS. The Bel Air, I think we have. Oh yeah, I forgot we don't have any nitrous. Just hopefully going to be faster than like consistently. Unless we do that. That has affected our performance and standing in the race a little bit. you may have noticed. Oh, we can drift pretty well. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Well, that was a good decision. I decided to not take any of the 3 options before me. What I'm getting out of this is we really need to work on the handling. That was maybe a little bit unwise. Ooh, the old engine, your car in general is looking a little bit beat up, huh? Well, I at least committed to like which one I was going down that time, so just running into the middle too. That definitely helped. Ooh, we were very close to coming first. Yeah, look at that. We were 0.3 of a second behind.
Orale, don't quit out there. Anything can happen in the city.
We'll restart the race, but we still earned that $1,600, which is quite nice. I don't know why they give you, like... and allow you to keep the money you earn from races that you decide to restart. We got absolutely annihilated by that guy's terrible nitrous usage. It's the best corner we've ever taken. Best example of that corner in particular we've ever had. Ow. Ow. That's fine. Didn't need first place or third place. Whatever place we had, I didn't need it. Oh, just got that. Hopefully... I mean, the laps are pretty long on this race. I think we can catch up. He says as he's almost caught up. Hi. There's an annoyingly sharp corner at the end of that lap. That was a new way to fail that corner. Haven't done that one before. Didn't take the shortcut because he was in the way. Ow. That house was in the way of that. Okay, we're gonna have to restart this. That is a shame. Partly because there was Kasabian going, which is, you know, not the worst music by any stretch. Okay, someone boosted before me and did a better job. Basically. That's a real shame. We've gotten up back a long way. In terms of relativity to the rest of our races. That should be worth something in terms of the boosting. That sick drift I just pulled off. That's a wall. Structurally sound wall too. Congrats to the builders of that wall in particular. They've done a good job. Ciao. This car has been in the wars and it's only like halfway through the first lap. There we go, made it around that corner until I got hit by the other guy. And then I blew up. It's just wild to me that we spend basically all of our time at like 200 k's an hour. Which is pretty much 120 miles an hour. It's ridiculously fast. I feel like you get more of a feeling for it in this game than you did in like Need for Speed 2 or whatever. I don't know if I get anything for coming in fourth, but we'll find out, I guess. Get wrecked, idiot.
Is that it? For real?
Nothing. Yeah, that's my reaction to Oscar? I can't remember this Hispanic gentleman's name. It's because I'm really bad at names. Yeah, that was kind of my fault then. The amount of death and destruction we bring to this city is honestly astonishing. Oh, there goes that bus. Why are all the people movers in this game around? Goodness. This is not my race. I mean, it's not helped by the fact that it's been 2 weeks since I last played this game. Take me around the corner a little bit. I don't really know if the damage meter, like as you get more damage, I don't know if it actually affects the car's performance. I do hope it doesn't. Particularly in handling, because I don't have much performance there to lose. Oh, you arsehole. Not looking good. I think if I at least come in 4th place, sorry, 3rd place, I get some cash money. I like that guy on the sidewalk. He saw me crash into, or maybe at the corner of their eye saw me crash into everyone. But then stopped and was like, damn, that's a nice car, even though it's the most beat up thing in the world. Aspirational, I guess. We are going to beat this race. Eventually. It's like law of large numbers, right? Probably not a great decision to change lanes into that one. Spent a lot of time in 3rd gear in this car. Ah!
Alert, ads are starting.
I'm gonna use it just yet. It's not a good straight to use it there. Well, we took out that guy a little bit. So that was kind of worth it. I need a bull bar in this car, that's what I need. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Don't tell me I've lost some powers there. Oh, good. One time I feel like I was nailing the race. Come on, hang in there, Jow. Hold. Now just park in the middle of the intersection. Finally.
You afraid of spending that money, you see? Come on, man. I'll hook you up.
Let's go get hooked up by our essay. Is that a phrase? That sounds like it's not a phrase. Our homie, perhaps, might be more accurate. Oscar. I don't know why it's called 619. I'm sure they've got a reason. First we'll do that. Vortec. Gotta get Vortec. And then nitrous. Actually, whoa, 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 if it isn't Wolf. Let's get some level 3 tires on this bad boy. So I might be able to actually take a corner for once. Some brakes so we can stop. I appreciate that I didn't... Again, I didn't do the nitrous, but hopefully this will help us earn more money to get the nitrous. I just need to turn on a fan. Oh, I don't need to go anywhere. Actually, I've got the remote over here.
Hey, Holmes, you gonna win now or what?
Hey, shut the hell up. I was winning just then. I mean, it took me a while. give you that, but I did win in the end. How are you today, Wolf? How's the world of Wolf? Okay, it definitely feels like we can stop. Like, just full stop. Or end of sentence. In a much better way than we used to be able to. Saving data. You at work currently? Is that the situation? That way you can't snag some sleep now? Is that a wide body in that Vauxhall? Oh, it's just this mad dash. Interesting. Okay, we got some money out of that. Home really dead. Yeah. I had a nap when I got home. Which again turned into a mini sleep like it did last time. But it does help with the deadness. A little bit at least. Whoop. Trust the process. Okay, shouldn't have trusted the process. Need to follow this Vauxhall.
Come on, Holmes. Let one of them good mechanics loose on your car. You can control what they do.
Nope, that's less than ideal. I'm thinking that this might not be the race for us. We do have a bit of money, so we might be able to slap some nitrous on our car. Nope. We need $1,800. I feel like it's a really hard game. I feel like there's a lot of grinding in this. I mean, I'm definitely not doing any kind of meta stuff. Oh, I guess we're going down here. How did I do that? Wait, were we really going 50 miles an hour in reverse? That doesn't seem right. Wait, we've got $2,800? Is that what they're saying? No, that's how much we win from this. Got it. Figured it out. Good morning, Inadequate. How are you doing? Intentionally the cat to sleep in? Or is this an accident and our cat has to be a bit more hurried in their morning routine? Because an intentional sleep-in is lovely. Stayed up watching sports? What sports were we watching? March Madness? In the basketball? Baseball and hockey. Field or ice hockey? Must be ice hockey, surely. Is that... It must be coming to the end of that competition. What with, you know, winter almost over. Well, winter over and autumn, well, spring's having sprung. I think I could enjoy watching ice hockey. I think it'd be interesting. Ah, then the playoffs, that's right, of course.
What I tell you, homie, is nothing to be scared of.
I don't think I told you I was scared, sir. I don't know. Oh, let's get some nitrous. Nitrous Express, of course. Because we want to be expressly quick. So what teams do you support in both competitions, Inadequate? What's your baseball team you're barracking for? What's the ice hockey team you're barracking for? The Minnesota Twins and the St. Louis Blues. Okay. Because the baseball season has just started, right? That's a summer, in air quotes, sport. Well, 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 if it isn't Shadow, how you doing? Oh, because you've... because you don't have the emote anymore. How are you doing, Shadow? How's the week treated you so far? Okay, this is a bit more windy and tight than I think my car is suited to. Oh, that's not good. Hopefully nothing too serious. Are you on the mend? Wow, they are just falling. Ugh, constant shivering and everything. Not fun. As long as it's like a consistent thing. I remember when I first got my COVID shot, I had constant shivering, but also like it would be constant shivering for an hour and then it would be too hot for the next hour and then back to shivering and back to hot. If it's one, that's not... I don't think that's as bad. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like this car is maybe not made for these events. Oh yeah, I forgot we've got our own nitrous now. Nope. Final lap. Put into first gear and it just destroys any speed I have. I mean, honestly, I'm just lucky it doesn't destroy my engine. It probably would do. And Memento Morvid just got annihilated. Well done, Seribot. Not eaten for 3 days? Wow. Well, I guess you do have to starve a fever? Is that... Feed a fever and starve a cold? That's the old wives' tale? Yeah, don't worry. Inadequate's gonna get you a nice burger. Ah! There's so many voxels in this game. Best lap. Well done, guys. You just boosted into the wall. Like I did. But I did it ironically. Excuse me. No. We've only got a couple more hits before our car explodes. I think at this point I'm lucky if I've got any cams. Just the amount of punishment I've given this engine. Or car in general, really. No! That was the finish line over there. I'm not a fan of these muscle cars. I know that's sacrilegious to some in the audience, but they just... They're not suited to these kind of tracks. Gotta get that engagement bait in, you know? It's gonna be a real fixer-upper by the time this race is over. See you later. concentration. Now look, we're still in second place. It's not terrible. Take a bit more damage at least. Not a huge amount, but it should be enough to get us across the finish line. Specifically in first. Oh, that was close. The deed is done. That car is just destroyed. But have no fear, we got $2,100 out of it. More than worth it. When you get t-shirts with that on it, Cat persists. Get out of the way. Professional street racer. I don't think you can be a professional street racer. I feel like a part of being a professional anything is the fact that you can claim it on your taxes. And I don't think the IRS will look kindly on you being a criminal. Maybe not. I mean, they didn't stop Al Capone because he was a criminal, they stopped it because he didn't pay his taxes. So maybe if Al Capone paid his taxes, it would have been fine. I guess we'll never know. Oh, this is another one of those mad dashes. From one side of the city to the other. I'm gonna go this way. Okay, so that was a terrible decision. Let's go back to the garage. Having pets definitely helps with the happiness, I think. Have we done all of the events we can in our 300C? It's also nice just existing next to someone, you know? You don't necessarily have to talk to each other, you just kind of, you know, hang out with each other. Oh hell yeah, we got an actual gearbox, five on the floor. Sorry, there must be some confusion. This is my spot. I cannot remember what the ability they had was. I can't remember if it was the barge people out of the way one or the slow down time one. So we're going this way now. Ah! Oh, there's a bus. Bit less triumphant than I thought it was going to be. It's not that button. Is it this button? No, it's not that button either. Oh, it's that button. Okay. Well, now I remembered. Oh, the Mercedes is having a rough old time. If the Mercedes is rocking, don't come a knocking. Am I right, guys? Well, we're faster off the line than everyone else, but I feel like everyone else is a little bit quicker. Ooh. Second place isn't bad. We get some money out of that. Again, the Mercedes. Very excited for whatever position they finished in. Get a room, you guys, you know? Maybe not do it right next to an illegal street race finish line. I swear this is dubstep, but it's like 7 years too early. No, that's a fair point. Ooh. See ya. Maybe this is where you got it from.
Soon it's gonna be time to start racing with the big boys.
The dogs. Oh, the rocking one. Dunno. I mean, it might not even be anything like sus. It could just be you trying to, I don't know, adjust your seat position or something. Oh, we do have a Cadillac Escalade, an SUV and a truck. Are there specific SUV/truck races?
Haha, Holmes, you just fitted your right up with hydraulics, eh?
Did
You
I?
can fire them up by pressing the down directional.
I don't think I did. I definitely didn't mean to. Oh, there are specific SUV/truck races. Cool, it's got a 4-speed gearbox. Thank you, GM. Very cool. Nothing says luxury like a 4-speed gearbox. Ugh. It's just that the heater's broken and he's trying to turn it down. That's why it's shaking. World's lamest race. Ah, beans. Oh, wait. Recovery. Well, it's SUV/truck. So that doesn't answer your question. I have no idea. Maybe they're a European and didn't quite have a firm grasp on what a truck was. This is kind of like a truck, guys, right?
There was only punks you was racing. Now you're gonna have to race some real men.
What if I want to race fake men? Like Star Fox or something. Or Kratos from God of War. Do you reckon he'd be a good street racer, Kratos? I don't know. I can see it going either way. Get some hooker headers on this bad boy. Some Mac. Flowmaster. Get a computer in here. Get the latest intel. Where's that Vortex? No, it's not here. US gear it is then. Could definitely use not swaying as much. I need $3,000 for the tires. That's the stock one. I think that. Oh, absolutely. We have a pretty big unsprung weight issue. You can change the front grille, there you go. Didn't know Koenig did exhaust tips. I thought they were only tires. Oh, rims, I meant. Okay, I'll worry about that later. We've already got a chop top. Let's make it a bit more visible so we can't be at fault when we run into people. Old reliable, orange. What's everyone's weekend look like out of curiosity?
I hope she's gonna fly for you now.
I've got TAFE stuff on the old uni stuff. Technical college stuff on the old schedule. Nanak. As in the streamer? You're going to the monster trucks on Saturday? That's incredibly cool. As in the South African streamer, Nanak? Ooh. Shadow Mom's birthday. Is she still living with you, Shadow? Okay, my mistake. Because I was going to say, Nanux, the streamer, has such a lovely accent. Yeah, we're going to get... We're going to get hosed by those Porsches. If only because they've got at least 5 gears. And I've only got 4. Thanks to General Motors. Bruh. You have any plans for Shadow Mum's birthday, or it's going to be a relatively quiet one? I mean, I guess it depends how well you feel. Well, that was the wrong way to go. That was the completely wrong decision. Oh, hell yeah. Major good son brownie points on the way. Not that I think you need any, you're probably swimming in them after having taken her in her hour of need. just an American X-Class, I realized. Cadillac pickup truck? Okay, so we got Shrek'd. Try it one more time, this time without the hydraulics. But in the sense that it's like a luxury pickup truck, right? In the same way that the X-Class is a rebadged Nissan Navara. Whoa. I mean, even the Amarok these days is a rebadged Ford Ranger. Ah! Rudeness. Like, I'm not surprised because this car probably weighs 1,000 tons. But, like, it is so slow to get moving. And it probably has a pretty enormous V8 under it. That's quite classy, all things considered.
Maybe you want to invest in a little upgrade on that thing.
Hey, maybe we're gonna shut up, Oscar. Just putting it out there if we're throwing out ideas. Look, we've got a few kind of axioms, I guess, that are just like universal truths, you know, like fat bottom girls make the rocking world go round, that kind of stuff, you know? Things that are just objective fact. Bad move. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get destroyed. We get destroyed by that Porsche. But if we keep grinding out this race and coming second or third, we're gonna either A, learn the route and come first, or B, get enough money that our car will be faster. Because we'll be able to upgrade it. I also haven't raced the motorcycle yet. I should maybe try that out, but I'm not looking forward to that in the slightest. Because, like, you can bounce off things in a car. I don't know if you can do that in a motorcycle. I'd much prefer to have a sidecar, I think. Like Wallace and Gromit style. Oh, hell yeah. Do you think people live in those houses, or are they just shops?
Hey man, come by the shop. I got some incredible new stock in.
Yo! They've got incredible new stock. Yo. His eye looks so bloodshot in that screenshot. We'll get an engine upgrade. Probably not worth that much money though. Ooh, the nitrous is very expensive though. Okay, what do we want to do with the currency that we have? We can't do suspension. We've done that already. We can do level 2 tires. Okay, let's get back out on the road. Actually, no, we do have enough money that we can maybe have a look at doing a hood. Ooh, that's quite nice. Somewhat demure. I think I've mentioned that I honestly thought that when I was first playing these games, I honestly thought that hood was specifically the air intake part of a bonnet. I didn't think that that was the like the name for the whole thing. Because I was like, that's the bonnet. Why would it be called a hood? It must be the thing on
That's
top.
a classic, pimp.
I mean, both of them don't really make a huge amount of sense, in my opinion. I'd be interested to know where they come from. The phrase, I mean. Because it's not really... Like, a bonnet is something you put over a head, right? A lady would wear over their heads. So it's not really a bonnet in the traditional sense either. I agree it's a bonnet. Like, that's what I'd call it, but I just don't know why it's called a bonnet. I can see that kind of wings and that they're on the side of the car, you know? But yeah, they're not... they're not going to give you any lift, or they shouldn't at least. Oh, this is not fun. We're in a roundup of slightly slower cars. We're gonna have to bully our way to the front, I think. Oh, how did you get underneath me? I don't know, actually. I think I'd probably say indicators. I actually don't know. I don't think I say blinkers, but I don't necessarily know that I say indicators either. But then again, I don't know what I do say. I was going to say, I don't think I say turn signal. Which is the American choice. Apparently I am a boss player. I'm assuming that this song is about me, or at least my character in the game. I mean, obviously I don't say trunk, I say boot, but I think trunk does make a bit of sense. Because I imagine that is basically where that you put the trunk, as in like the suitcase, on an old-fashioned car. So I can see a rationale for that one. Actually, I wonder if bonnet or hood has something to do with like horses, now that I think about it. Did you used to put a bonnet or a hood on a horse? Like at the front of the carriage, you know? To kind of like protect them from the weather or something? I wonder if that's something. Ow! This feels like a Lonely Island song, like a parody. Like, I can't take it seriously the amount of time they're saying pulse. It feels too lead speak.
Alert, ads are starting.
Hey, that was relatively straightforward, actually. Despite the tightness of the course.
I taught you well, Holmes.
He taught me nothing, sir. I have never seen you drive. I've only seen you in the garage. Beach dash. Ooh, just made it. Good job. Wait, we've been playing this one before. Is the dash the point-to-point race? An ordered race? I don't think so. It does have debulk. Oh, hell yeah, the spinners. Only 3 people in this race. That's crazy tiny. Yeah, it is the point-to-point race, as it turns out. I'm not complaining too much, though, because there's only 3 people in this race, I think we're guaranteed to get some winnings, like, regardless of what happens. Because we can only come 3rd. Unless, of course, we come first, in which case, winner, winner, chicken dinner. This is the radical year of 2005, Shadow. Taste means nothing. It's all about the pimpage. It's not what would Jesus do or what would anyone else do, it's what would Exhibit do. The answer? Just put the most obnoxious things on your car. Yep. This is not the domain of taste. This is the year 2005. Taste does not come into it. Ah! It's fine, don't worry, man. I mean, some folks just shouldn't be allowed to make taste decisions, like style decisions, right? You know what they say, money can't buy taste and all that. Paxton, Vortec. DC Comics, Detective Comics Sports. I wonder if we can change the rims. The answer? Kind of. I like how it's just a black hole. We got no brakes in there, baby. They do look better. If nothing else, it'll really help with the cooling. These are 28-inch rims. Or we could go to 21-inch rims, which look comedically small. That could be funny. We'll leave the tire profile as it is. Have a thicker width. It's kind of wild. Those are 21-inch rims, and they look like they're like go-kart wheels. It shows you how big the rest of the car is, huh?
Invest your paper, pimp.
I think we just call it pimp, but like endearing. Like I said, money cannot buy taste. Just gonna drive around for a little bit. Yeah. You can definitely tell, because when I run into cars, which I do occasionally, they just kind of bounce off it. Look how much larger I am than the Lexuses next to me. Speaking of which, is it? I'm only racing Lexuses. Is that an army truck? Yeah, basically. A bunch of, I guess, weeaboos? Oh no! It's fine. Was never concerned. For some reason my brakes don't work as well. Maybe it's because of the smaller wheels? I am in the game. Oh, wait, was that an EA Sports reference? It's in the game. Do they still do that in EA Sports, do you reckon? In the game. If they didn't, I don't think it would really feel like EA Sports. Keep earning some cash money. Kind of surprised that Cadillac doesn't sell this car anymore. Or like a version of it, obviously. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, man. Because this feels like it's a very American car. Oh, another Cadillac. The XLR? From the audio cable. How embarrassing to be slower in a like an acceleration test than a 6,000-pound pickup truck. Oh yeah, I actually can't remember. Oh, was it a Z3? I was trying to think what would my favorite car be. Maybe a Z3? Ooh, a DB9. I forgot about that. Good choice. I saw a DBX driving home in a kind of deep burgundy. Like it almost looked brown. It may have been brown actually. It was on the other side of the road. I didn't get it too close so I could look at it. Not the greatest looking car, not compared to the DB9, of course. I don't know why this car is just dominating. It doesn't feel like it should. You know, we're racing like Mitsubishi Evos and stuff, like actual sports cars. I feel like they should be giving a better account of themselves. Guess so. Hey, that time the brakes worked. How much further ahead are we of second place? Almost 10 seconds ahead. Damn.
Come on, fool! Don't be getting arrogant because you want to race now.
I don't know, man. I run it by an enormous amount. Kind of just trying out the different cars, vehicles we've got. We can go even faster. We can stop even quicker. I'm still surprised they don't have, like, there's almost, aside from concept cars, there's no four-door convertibles.
I hope she gonna fly for you now.
Thank you, sir. You are not the mechanic that I dealt with, but I appreciate your endorsement. Yeah, the brakes still maybe are not good enough to help us stop in the cutscenes, but that's okay. Maybe in the actual game they'll be good enough. Oof, that's a lot of Porsches. Actually, I wonder if these are Porsches or Roughs. Because this was the generation of car game where Porsche was the sole domain of EA Sports. Gembella. Ah! Or Gembella. Don't know if I would have done that, sir. Back in the wild years where people had to make all these kind of different decisions to try and get Porsches in their game. I can't remember where it was, if it was on Twitter or on Blue Sky, but I saw that Brabus has a shooting brake version of the, was it the SL63 or the AMG 63? I don't know what it was. But it looked sick. I guess they've also got like the Murano convertible, but I don't know if that was a 2-door or not. Also, was the Evoque a 2-door, a 4-door convertible? I mean, I guess it could be counted as a convertible, but I don't think it's a convertible in the spirit, you know? Like, I feel like a convertible is the kind of thing that you can take off, certainly these days, on the move. Or like at stoplights. Ow. That was a really poor decision, sir. I also don't know how you didn't see a giant orange car in your wing mirror and go, I probably shouldn't pull out now. Come on, give me that draft boost. Ooh, that was real close. He's fine. Oh, yes, just. Just. Yeah, I mean, the R8 just looks good full stop, so that...
Not bad, man. Not bad at
That's
all.
not super surprising when you think about it. Yay, rear lights. Wow. Let's get the nitrous going on. Oh, actually, maybe the suspension? Ooh, that's an interesting development. I suppose congratulations is in order. Shouldn't have done that. Do not use your words, wizard man.
You better have something to say for yourself if you're gonna drive a car like that.
I don't know why my garage mechanics, that's the word I'm looking for, are so antagonistic sometimes, you know? I'm just trying to spend money at your place. You don't need to, like, razz me. I think it might be because I pressed the button too far away. Here at MSFR, we believe in the customer experience and the perfect shopping experience. As such, we reserve the right to say no to certain style decisions that you have made. Because you may think you know, but you actually don't know. You know? Yeah, my bad. Now, hold on. Got a real itch in my eye for some reason all of a sudden. Ooh, bouncy. Pick it by the peaches. Pick the peaches by it. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, yeah. Classic. This is a very, like, 2005 song, I think. It's got a pretty varied soundtrack, this game. Great boost, man. Really good use of your nitrous. Ow. I guess we're going this way now. I didn't want to go this way, actually. I guess it's going to be E for everyone, right? Oh, do you remember we were talking about Soccer Mum Racer the other time we were playing this? The soundtrack should only be Kids Bop music. Like the kind of stuff that Mum or Dad has in their soccer van. Oh, that wasn't the free one, that was the one that came with the car. Okay, well that went super well as well. Everyone's favorite song, Like a 24. Am I just too white to know what a 24 is? Well, that was a terrific crash. Flip's sake. I just want to go down this ramp. Of course, a 24-inch rim. It turns out I was too white to know it. But just not in the racial sense, just in the white as flour, square, boring sense. Damn it! I mean, 24 inches is such a pedestrian. Pretty fly for a white guy. I could... Look, if that was my theme, I could rock that. That's a pretty good compliment. I still am a little bit concerned, to be honest, about the fact that my persona is more black fur than not. Like, is this a little bit like racial appropriation? I don't know. Am I overthinking this? Almost certainly. Alright. Mayo finished. Imagine calling yourself after a condiment. Oh, Lex, out of nowhere.
Hey, I said, what have you done?
Come forth. What have you done? Maybe we should set a racing game in the 90s and just have a lot of like Enya and Gregorian chants for the soundtrack. I could get behind that. Tuvian throat singing? Mongolian racing simulator. Except it's obviously horses. Damn it! But again, they do a bit of motorcycling, like off-road biking and stuff. That's like the modern horse. What if the SUV and trucks go to like A class? Yeah, this is in theory a C class SUV and truck. What is an A class SUV and truck? Yeah, I mean, my music taste is almost exclusively my mum's. So it's a lot of older stuff like Don McLean and the Bee Gees, the Beatles, obviously. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just spin out. Not as badly as that guy did, but still. '60s and Motown. Nice. Good choices. I'm gonna say we're gonna go to the garage. Let's break out the motorcycles. I've been loathing this. Can I customize my rider? Phil. Spider. Police. Vito. Ooh, that's kind of funny. Oh, you got different Vitos. Okay. Who's Ron? Nope. Mike. Nope. Maria. No. Malik. Naomi. Gomez. Phil. Vito is the only one who's actually dressed for the crash. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Speaking of which, does Vito... Do you have a helmet? Nope. I guess just no helmet. That's fine. I didn't want to survive the crash. Jet kits. Never heard of a jet kit before. Oh, it must be like actual like injectors? Power commander. Now we need to get some handling on this bad boy. I guess we can't. That's fine. I didn't actually want to. Akropovic. There you go. It's like a legit brand that actual brands work with. That seems like something Vito would ride. Alright, Vito, let's earn some money.
Time for bike school. The thing controls pretty similar to a car. If you continue to hold the brake down after you've stopped, you can walk the thing backwards. You can do a burnout by hitting the gas and holding down the handbrake when stopped. You can also steer while doing a burnout to quickly change direction. You can slide around the corner by using the handbrake. Here's an important bit. To take a sharp turn and keep yourself out of the hospital, press and hold the L1 button to weight transfer while steering to make the bike lean properly. If you want to pull a wheelie, use the
this looks like it's gonna be complicated.
backwards while accelerating forward.
Yeah, it's fly, but not as nice as mine. But then again, you ain't got my class.
I mean, it's definitely fast. Meant to do that. Split decision. Ah! That driver had no regard for me and just decided to keep on driving. Excuse me. I need to join this race. My name's Vito. I really wish Vito was wearing a helmet. You know me. Safety first. Wait, you got nitrous? Rip off. Ow. He does kind of look like an Italian Terminator, doesn't he? He's the Terminator who doesn't want to disappoint his nonna. Ooh, that was lucky. I was worried that might be a solid object for a second. Ow. No one was concerned for Vito. I noticed no one called the ambulance for Vito. Second place. Thank you, Sergeant. I will get a drink after I win this race, which hopefully won't be too long. If you thought driving cars was stressful. This is 100 times so. Whatever, let's go up on... Oh, this is the aircraft carrier. Yeah, let's go up on the blacktop, why not? Excuse me, Lotus? That would just destroy the motorcycle, right? We're all in agreement that the motorcycle would die. Off that landing. I feel like we can do better than... Hey, ma'am. Name is Vito. That kind of bike with like the handlebars up here, I don't think is particularly useful for racing. Just gonna put it out there. No, Vito, why? No, Vito! Is it a Diablo? I wasn't sure if it was a... like a Lotus Esprit. You swooning over this V-twin just makes me realize I would much rather be driving the... No, it is a Diablo. Much rather be driving the, what was it? The Morgan. Come on. Let's try not to hit a car this time. That's alright. We can deal with that kind of hit. No, no! Lean forward, Vito! Oh, Vito. You nailed it somehow, Vito. That was close. Vito prevails.
I knew you could win against those kids, man.
I didn't, but I appreciate your vote of confidence. I was like using the, you know, the weight adjustment thing. I just wasn't doing anything. We're just perfectly perched in a vertical position. Vibrate this. No, wrong button. That's kind of less cool if you have to do stuff afterwards. Oh, I won the race. I must be true to my word and take a drink. Damn, look at all these cool choppers. And Vito. How does he have a helmet? I want a helmet. POV, Vito's commuting to work. What do you reckon Vito does for himself? I reckon he's got to work in like his family delicatessen during the day, right? I mean, the other thing is, yeah. I was gonna say 0 to 100, but this is in miles, so it's like even faster. But you're probably converting it. Sick jump, Vito! Hey, I'm riding here! Yeah, he's actually from Jersey. Possibly New York. He's definitely a member of the Italian mob. The thing is, I don't know if he's a made man or not. Family pasta restaurant? I can see that. Maybe he started off as a delivery driver. Kind of like that tofu delivery driver in Initial D. Except he was delivering pizzas or pasta or something. Or gabagool. Whatever that is. Good boost, man. Ow. Come on, Vito, you can do better than this. He's just nervous because he doesn't have a helmet on. And look, I can appreciate that. There's nothing cooler than safety, as we all know. Oh, killed a man. Oh, killed myself. I think because it's unnecessary, basically. So I think this song just samples the John Cena song. I don't think it is actually the John Cena song. Vito's driving along listening to like Frank Sinatra or whatever, you know, like when a moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. It's somewhere. Could have gotten Terry Crews. Who would Terry Crews have played? Or is it like a one-man show? Terry Crews plays all the roles. Look, we're earning money each time, right? That's alright.
No more messing around, Holmes, you hear me?
Terry Crews is Snow White. Interesting choice. I think the ultimate problem is that it's a live-action remake of an animated film which inherently means it's not going to be as good, in my opinion. Because they can't do the same animated stuff that they did, right? You know, you can't have the character's eyes come out when they see an attractive lady or something, or you know, that kind of stuff, because it's real life, so you can't really do that in the same way. I think that's why so many people are kind of like, when it comes to the Lilo and Stitch stuff. I mean, it's also because it just feels unnecessary, right? Didn't mean to take that corner quite extensively. I'm lost. Vito's lost. Oh yes, I remember the fur is going crazy for Honest John. Yeah, that's wild that they're like, okay, well, I mean, they did it in The Lion King, right? The live action is a pretty loose term for Disney. It just basically means not animated. Who voiced that fellow? Wasn't it like Key or Peele or something like that? The only film that I would actually like to see from Disney's animated catalog, maybe 2 films that I would like to see is live-action remakes. The Treasure Planet film? You fool, you've killed Vito. Wow, you just lose. You don't even like... Okay. Is Treasure Planet and Atlantis the Lost Empire. Those are the only 2 films I would like to have a live-action remake of. Just because I'd like to have more of those films. They were cool worlds. But even then, I'm not confident that would definitely be like a good decision. But there's, like, I've got no interest in this Lilo and Stitch remake. Partly because Lilo and Stitch is a fine film, but I'm not desperate to see it again. One film that I would unironically think needed a remake is Toy Story 1. But not because it, like, you need to,
Must be rolling in paper, Holmes.
not because it needs to, like, you know, be updated or whatever, but just because I think if they re-rendered it, just, like, straight out, I think that would probably be not a bad idea. Let's see if we can get Vito a helmet to protect the moneymaker. Just because like Toy Story 4, for example, looks so much better than Toy Story 1. But then again, does it really matter that much? I don't know. No, that's just Vito but yellow. Vito's a black and white and red guy. Nothing says Ducati like riding a chopper. But, you know, such is Vito.
Alert, ads are starting.
Yeah, he is actually, isn't he? Did it release in 95 or was it later than that? I feel like I saw one of them in the cinemas, but I can't remember what. Like one of like the first films I remember seeing in the cinemas, I think was a Toy Story film. Can't have been 95. Can't have been Toy Story. Surely not. Then again, films did run for a lot longer back then. Like, Titanic was in the cinemas for like a year. I mean, it's not surprising. It is a good film. Like, the fact that they made Toy Story... I haven't seen it, but the fact that they made a Toy Story 4 after the basically perfect conclusion that was Toy Story 3 is kind of wild to me. And is a bit of an indictment on, like, Disney, to be honest. That's a garage door that you can't open. No, veto! Yeah, they did a number on me as a kid. I'm pretty sure. I had a really active imagination back then, so I could take a scary thing and just run with it. And I did. I had to scratch my nose. Come on, third. We'll at least get some money that way. So it wasn't a total waste. Interestingly, the brake pads actually glow in this game. That's a pretty neat touch that I figured wouldn't have been in a PS2 game. Oh, there's sexy ladies apparently according to the song? Interesting if true. Oh, good job Vito staying on the bike. There is something very nice about this V-twin at a low RPM. This whole game is too quick, Wolf, I'll be honest. I don't know if I'm just getting old, or if I've always just been a bit slow, but it is fast. Like, he spends so much time in, like, maximum gear. But then again, it's also the same for me with, like, V8 engines as well. I'm not a huge fan of, like, the F1, like, power drill noise. A low burble is the way to go.
I told you was gonna win.
I know they've got bikes in Need for Speed Unbound these days. Oh, this is a chopper series. Interesting. No, but if you're on a bike, like those cops, if I remember correctly, at least in Need for Speed Unbound, they get pretty physical. You'd be in a hospital. I do not know. I mean, honestly, older So probably like a single overhead and not direct. Like, one of my favorite car noises is just like an old E-Type going down a mountain road, you know? Maybe. I am not as Foxopedia as you are. I don't know, actually. I didn't know until right now that there were two different ones. I'm not surprised there were, but I did not know. Probably the straight 6. Just because the straight 6 is a pretty goated engine noise. Oh, we got close.
Orale, don't quit out there. Anything can happen in the city.
But then in the V12, like, I mean, it's a very long bow reference, but in Skyfall, the James Bond film, when they're driving through the Scottish Highlands in the DB5, that does sound pretty nice. Well, the reflections might be part of a texture pack. I downloaded an HD texture pack for the emulator, so it may be part of that. Damn it, Vito. There's not much about those older cars that I think I'd enjoy. Like lack of power steering and that kind of stuff. But they do sound nicer. Damn it. Yeah, we're just gonna have to do a cheeky restart on that one. Oh yeah, I actually haven't seen any Final Destinations. That's primarily because I'm not a horror movie man. I'm not a huge fan of getting real spooked. At least not in that sense. I don't mind like a thriller movie or whatever. But something like that where it's basically just the deaths, that's the kind of draw card, I'm not that fussed about it. Really, buddy? I've watched the first season of Severance, and I watched the first episode of the second season. I just haven't, for whatever reason, gotten around to watching the rest of it. But I did enjoy the first season immensely. Very cool kind of concept world they've got. It's got a kind of SCP vibe that I dig. Well, quasi-SCP vibe. Ah, damn it, Vito. Well, don't forget, as we know from the the hit TV series Severance. Only one of you won't be working at McDonald's. Ever. The other one will be working at McDonald's permanently. When we're racking up the banks... Maybe that's why it hit me so well, because that is like my worst nightmare, just not leaving work. Come on. Oh, now the pickup's not there. Supernatural. That is a name I have not heard in a long time.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about.
I had a friend back in high school who was obsessed with that show. I don't think I've really ever watched an episode. Special move, raw. I mean, it can't be too bad. It went for like so many seasons. Like 13, right?
Orale, time guy. You wanna make noise? Well, you just unlock Roar. This will make you heard in the city real loud, and fools are gonna get out of your way. You can fill up your Roar meter by drifting and power sliding your ride.
Why does that guy have a red
Each time
UI?
you fill the Roar meter, you'll get 1 unit in reserve. Hit L3 button to activate Roar and watch everybody scatter. But you can't use it in any vehicle, only choppers and muscle cars.
15 seasons. Damn. Huh. There you go. Didn't know that. I mean, I'm not desperate to. The orange is, you know, on brand. Bet Vito wish he had a helmet on now. ...2005, that's around the time of the iPod, right? Oh, Vito's dead. But the cops know that I am a lich or something. They knew that I was not dead. Ah! Activated Roar and died. That is wild to me. Sorry, fellas. Kind of focusing on the old game. Nothing but net. 14 hours? Damn. -2. Born in 2007.
Alright, you done schooled them fools.
Wow. I was in... Year 8. What are you doing 14-hour days in the supermarket? Oh, you're working in the supermarket. That's not a shortcut. It's a car. Ah, there's another car. Special kind of car. Oh, that went well, didn't it? Ah! Yeah, I've messed this up something fierce, I think. 10 AM to midnight, that's crazy long. That really would feel like Severance. You basically just only have time to go home, fall asleep, and then wake up and go to work again. Damn. Excuse me, Vito coming through. Excuse me, tram. Ah! Okay, so these fools went this way. Ah, and I went over here. I thought this was out of bounds. Got it. Nope, that's a wall. Vito. That was a sweet jump. Damn it, Vito. Oh, if I hadn't run into them, I would have come second. Almost, Vito. Do you get any perks for working at the supermarket, like discounts on stuff? That's a wall. Vito has problems with depth perception. 25% discount is pretty good. Is it worth the amount of time you're working? No. That's not terrible either. I'm gonna follow you guys. Ah! I shouldn't have followed you guys. I don't know why Vito's bike is so much faster than everyone else's. I routinely overtake people. Yeah, I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at, right? I was gonna say we're still in it, and then I crashed, and then we were immediately not in it. We definitely could have come first if I hadn't crashed there.
You wanna let me work on that ride for a minute?
No.
I'll make her drive real nice.
This time we will go through the knockdownable wall. And I killed a man. We need more people in the club to be shouting, "Go DJ." Go DJ, work those decks. Ooh, I didn't want to go this way. I didn't want to do that either. He's shouting that at a corpse on the ground. Pull over to the side of the road. Oh, balls. Oh, we nailed it. Just. Oh, almost hit him with that car. Counted tips as well.
Come on, Issei. Stop driving like a chump. What, you gave up?
Damn. Getting harassed by my garage mechanic. As opposed to my penthouse mechanic? Did you have a special, like, did you have a department that you were particularly involved in, or were you just kind of an everywhere man? Oh, Vita's dead. Vita's not feeling too well. Particularly crash-heavy race, this one. Produce section. Didn't mean to do that, but that's alright. Damn it. Well, we're earning money. But it is annoying. As I've mentioned before, my first job was the local video rental place. Which is a pretty cool job, all things being considered. But it was wasn't really like a proper full-time kind of situation. Definitely not 10 hours a day. I think I got maybe, at its height, maybe like 7 hours a week. How am I still second? That's crazy. Up, feet up. Town rep. Like in the supermarket? Or is it like a tourism job? Interesting. That would have been an interesting gig. I know, I'm trying. Oh, Vito. Oh, hell yeah. Any job where you get to use walkie-talkies is a cool job. Because walkie-talkies are just cool. Even if I am probably a bit too anal about, like, proper Raytel, in particular, you know, saying over at the end of a message and not saying over and out, ever. Yeah, I really do not have as interesting an employment history as you do. Where am I going? Cal? Where are you off to, mate? Peter's gone to get some cannoli. Oh, I was looking away. No, Vito. They get nitrous, huh? Yes! Finally! Being a cleaner in a holiday park would suck. My mum did something similar. I think one of her... didn't want to hit continue. That's alright. We'll just hit go to Grey Irish when we get there. One of my mum's first job, if not her first job, was cleaning the floors at a nursing home. And that would basically, from what she said, you'd start, from the front to the back, and by the time you got to the back, it was time to start going front to the back again. Scusi. The Bel Air is fully pimped, if I remember correctly, yeah. The Elise is not fully pimped. I guess, were you like the housekeeping? Almost. Doing God's work then. Hold on, we need to customize it. We need to get some flames on this so we can go faster. Yes. I think just white will do nicely. It would. I imagine that would be really hard.
You ain't no stock man now, huh?
Yeah, because I think, I would imagine particularly in a trailer park, there's not a huge amount of concern for like what the cleaning crews have to deal with, right? Even less so than like a hotel. Don't act like you're not impressed, ma'am. Yep, that's not ideal. All the kids are kissing in a bathroom. That doesn't sound right. Are they allowed to kiss in the bathroom? They have to have their parents' permission. Oh, that's a car park. I'm so used to having to turn hard left at that corner. Worse than kissing in a bathroom? For real though, I went to a bar with a friend, two friends one night, and I'm almost certain I walked in on a cocaine deal. Well, like, yeah. I couldn't. Who was I going to tell, right? There's no one I can tell. Even if I wanted to be a snitch. And I can't remember if I did or didn't. Why are both trams going in the same direction? 5th place. Oh, Dodge Viper. Yeah, well that's kind of explains why I lost. Terrible decision. Oh, I was not looking at that. I think I was looking at the speedo. Or the tachometer, specifically. Well done. No. Oh wait, hold on. Can I do the slow-mo thing? I forgot I could do this. Man, that's annoying. Ah! Okay. I think that might work. That's alright. Work do be like that sometimes, huh? Thank you for hanging around regardless. Dodge driver's not having a great race. Of boosting into walls. That was bloody close. Hold it together for a little bit longer, Joe. Almost home. Done. Yeah, the Viper got annihilated. Yay, rear bumpers. Still don't know how this is a tuner. Let's go to the garage, actually. Never feel like you need to be present in chat. Just the fact that you're kind of watching the stream is a huge deal. So, I would have preferred to have that SUV rather than the one we got. That's right. It is what it is. Luxury sedan. The Dodge Super 8 Hemi. Man, that's an ugly looking car. It may have been for the G500. There's the CL500, which is tempting. There is also this, which is a prize car, which we cannot look at. Or the Phaeton, but that's $97,000. In fact, even that's $90,000. I wasn't paying attention. So we got a lot more racing before we can unlock one of those. I think we're fully... Oh, we're still waiting on the tires, that's right. Let's go back to Atlanta, see if there's some more races over there to do. An UMJ badge.
Look at that. Now this guy has got style. Man, his flavor is something.
You might as well finish off this last one, right? Coffee run. Oh, we can drive on the roof. Don't mind if I do. Ow. That's another Lotus. There might be all Lotuses here. Nope, there's a Skyline. Two Skylines. Ow. That is the one reason I think I'd go to San Diego, just off the top of my head. The aircraft carrier. The USS Midway, I think? Nailed it. Wow, that had such an effect on me, that thing falling on me. The light pole. It's the trouble being in such a small car, such a lightweight car, you just get really thrown around by everyone else. Hi, I'd like a table, please. Just for one. I've got underglow. Have we experimented with underglow yet? I think we did in our Jetta. Oh, I missed the checkpoint? Really? I hope you like this section of road, because I think we might be seeing it a few more times. This is actually a video essay on this particular part of San Diego. I guess that's just a scripted event that happens. We're in 4th place. And we're a long way back. Yeah, we're a long way back. Oh, beans. Okay, that did not go well. The tram out of nowhere. Good boost, man. Like, it's not like the bus snuck up on you. Ooh! Maybe use the slowdown thing to not hit that wall, huh? Oh, piss off. I'm like in last place. I've barely killed anyone. Buddy, really? Khalil finished. Fourth place. Oh, we're in the kitchen. Kitchen stream. I'm glad that you're not missing out on this suffering. I'm increasingly confident that I should have bought like the 350Z instead of this. Which is almost sacrilegious to say because I really like the Lotus Elise in most racing games. But this one ain't it.
Alert, ads are starting.
Up cops. I need to make a struggle street in there. What engine does this cop car have? Buddy. Luckily he crashed. Finally! I just had to know that I was in the kitchen. That's all it
Now
took.
you in the game.
Yay, we got new hoods. Okay, now we'll go to Atlanta. I mean, partly the reason I would have gone for the 350, should have gone for the 350Z, is because of the weight difference, but also partly because you can just do more customization, I think, with the 350Z than you can with the Lotus. There's basically nothing. Oh, what do I want to get cooked up? I mean, look, I could go for like just some sausages even. Just some nice, you know, bit of beef. Hot Atlanta. Oh, what's this fella? Lamont. I haven't had a sausage in a long while, actually. Oh, no, I lied. I have 2 sausages every morning. I had 2 chicken sausages every morning while I was on break in Victoria at the buffet breakfast. And that was a really nice way to start the day. I took advantage of the buffet breakfast and basically didn't eat lunch most days. I mean, admittedly, I had breakfast around 10 o'clock, but still. Oh, this is the lap time one, isn't it? Hopefully, this is where this will come into its own. He says that he's 2.3 seconds behind. But it is the first lap. Hopefully the rolling start will really help out. I do not like how the emotes, like the emoticons, I guess they'd be called, get turned into emojis. Like, maybe I just want to have a D colon, capital D colon. I don't want it to be the Twitch emote, you know? Oh, we will 0.1 of a second off. Or I want to have a parentheses colon. You know, like a smiley face. Is that so hard? Yes. Assuming you've got gluten-free bread. But look, I'll just have it on its own, to be honest. I'm sure you're all very excited the Australian election was called, which means there will be a big sausage sizzle. Basically in every public school in the entire country in about 5 weeks' time. Because almost every polling booth in Australia has a sausage sizzle. So much so that there's a special name for such an event and the cuisine at which that you get from them. A democracy sausage. Get wrecked, Jeremy.
Man, I love
Well, I don't know. Because They almost never have gluten-free bread, obviously, because it costs more and it's not as common. So probably not. Unless I just eat it out of the serviette. It's a little bit of a bummer. Because at school sports and stuff, there used to be, yeah, pretty regularly a sausage sizzle. And that was pretty nice. Particularly if you get a sausage and bacon going on. Yeah, that was nice. The sausages I had in Melbourne, they had a weird consistency to them. Like when you pick them up with the tongs to put on your plate, they'd almost like fall apart. They were chicken sausages, I think principally so, like Muslim stayers, I guess you'd call them. Like people staying at the hotel could have something to eat at the breakfast. In terms of like protein, but it just didn't seem to have a solid consistency to it. I mean, sausage and mashed potato, so choice. I can go without the gravy. I've never been a huge fan of gravy. Don't know why. I think it comes down to, or is like joined to the fact that I've never really liked sauces either. Like my chips, for example, my hot chips. I'll never have a sauce in them, really. Ever. Same with my steak or my sausages. I'll never have a sauce in it, really. I'll maybe go for a chutney or something with your roast, but outside of that, not really. Peppercorn for steak. Interesting. I think I have had that. I must have had a peppercorn steak at some point. That's such a common combination. But outside of like stuff that comes with it, like on the meal, I'm not going to add something else on. And I will routinely ask for like no mayo or no sour cream for your burrito or guacamole or whatever. We crushed that. 9 seconds less on the first lap. Get absolutely destroyed, Heather.
Don't be getting the big air now, folks.
We got a 2004 Ducati SS 1000. Finally, we've got a kind of a rice rocket, even though it's Italian.
Orale, Holmes. Here we go, the Ducati 1000. One of the best bikes on the road.
That Ducati logo is lacking a few pixels in the top right there. Let's go say hi to Lamont. Did you just say Star Trek? Is this guy a Star Trek fan? I wonder which series he likes.
Don't be fooled by the looks of this guy's truck. It's slow and it's fast, but don't expect it to compete like an SUV.
Nope, I don't know if that was the right decision. Look cool though. That wasn't too bad because I think we hit the car and then that car hit him. Lemon muffin would be so nice if I could eat it. There's a gluten-free donut place at the shops just up the road from me. And, like, they're freshly made, they're cinnamon, you know, the whole kit and caboodle. But they're $8.50 for 3. And it's like, oof. I mean, I'm sure they're good, but I don't know if they're that good, you know? In this economy? Nope, probably should have gone this way. Yeah, it's tough out here being gluten intolerant. You get to pay more for less 9 times out of 10. Like, bread off of the shelf in the supermarket costs more, get less loaves. Yeah, it's about the same in, you know, the supermarkets here for your gluten donuts. I think it's like $6 for $6 or something, right? And they're iced, not just cinnamon. We have to defeat Lamont. Oh, I want to go this way? I guess I did. My loaf of bread is probably about half the size of a regular loaf. And it costs $7. I think a regular loaf costs about $4. Another reason why your boy lives on Struggle Street. Also, that pay rise your boy mentioned still hasn't turned up. Because I've got the self-confidence of a gnat. Actually, that might be a bit insulting to a gnat. I am having trouble asking, like, what's up? I think just trying to send him a text message tomorrow. Not a great time to boost. As soon as you're trying to leave like the normal production systems, like wheat in my case, or milk in other people's cases, things just get so much more expensive. I mean, that too. I saw a Easter rabbit. Not too large, just like a regular medium-sized one. You know, larger than the small ones. A Cadbury one, so it's standing upright. 370 grams of chocolate involved. It was $8. No, was it $8? No, it was $16. That's what it was. Crazy expensive. Oh, it's all falling apart. Well, it has it. Maybe not. Don't explode.
I told you they was punks.
We're getting fat stacks, if nothing else. This guy's truck is probably a C-class truck. And because we've already got the Escalade, we can probably sell it. That'll be even more stonks. Like a regular Cadbury chocolate bar, which is already a bit smaller than they used to be just 10 years ago, it feels like, is $7, $8? Or was it $9 and on sale for $4.50? I can't remember. But it's far too much money to be buying at full price. In fact, unless it's like a required part of my diet, you know, like what I'm having for dinner that week or the bread I'm having for breakfast every morning, I will not buy something full price. I am not that wed to the creamy 1.5 cups of milk or whatever it is in Cadbury to be spending full price money on it. No, that was exactly the wrong thing to do. Yeah, on special. I don't know about you, but here there's basically two supermarkets. There's one called Woolworths and one called Coles. And they basically control most of the market share. There's also Aldi, which is probably a third place. And then there's another one called IGA, which I think is like the Independent Grocers Association, basically. Ow. But Woolworths and Coles are the big boys in the market. And basically it seems like they kind of take turns. So like 1 week Cadbury will be on special. Oh, I'm just gonna scratch my face. It's Cadbury will be on special at like Woolworths. And then the next week it'll be on Coles. And then vice versa. So there's like a whole apps and stuff where you can track where it is on special to try and figure out which one you should be going to. It might not be a 2-week cycle, it might be a 3-week cycle, so there's a week where it's just on full price. But basically, if it's not on sale at one, it's probably on sale at the other. Oop, hit a bad bounce there. I mean, ultimately, there's not much you can do about it, right? If it's like, you know, an iPhone or whatever, you don't have to buy an iPhone. You could buy an Android phone. Or just a cheap Nokia if you need to make call, right? But, you have to buy food. They can basically charge what they want, it seems. Oh, damn it, it happened again! I mean, there are a few smaller ones that I don't know off the top of my head, but those are the big boys in the market. With Coles and Woolworths being the biggest boys. We apparently have, from what I've read, because there's been a whole parliamentary inquiry and a lot of stuff about this whole hoo-ha. Like one of the most profitable supermarket sectors in the world. And I guess by extension, least competitive supermarket sectors in the world. There are a few smaller express shops. So Woolworths has Woolworths Metro, which is kind of like the inner city, smallest size shop. There was one we went to, my brother and I, that was just down the road from where we were staying in Melbourne, Victoria last week. But it wasn't that small. The one we went to, at least. It was basically only slightly smaller than a full-size supermarket. And I think Coles has Coles Express. Aldi obviously doesn't have any downsizing, I don't think. And IGA might, but not under a different name. I think they just still call it IGA. Interesting. Did they give a reason for that? I don't think they'd be allowed to do that here. I think we passed a law, or the Parliament did, I should say, where you have to accept cash because it's, you know, legal tender. So you have to accept it. Which I guess is fair enough. It's not going to affect me too much because I'm more of a cashless person. But I can understand where they're coming from. Lube job. That sounds a bit saucy. I mean, that's definitely the way they're going in Australia, just like all of them. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. The self-service checkout aisle is very popular. And it just means that they have to have, what, 2 employees, basically, looking over them.
No right or not, take this fool out and move on.
That's basically all the supervision they need, in theory. But I know it's the Coles up at the shops near me. They've got like some sort of like gate to exit the self-service section. So in theory, the employees taking care of the self-service section have to like let you out, which is just really weird. Like if you're that worried about it, get rid of them, man. But yeah, self-service is the way to go, it seems these days. Like, Kmart's got it over here. I think every store has it. Except for, like, smaller retail places, obviously. Like your, you know, EB Games or whatever. That's not good. Oh, that was right at the end too. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. That has been deployed at the Aldis recently. It hasn't really been deployed in the other ones. I'm not a fan of that. I mean, partly because I don't like looking at myself in the first place, but also because, like, I'm not... Yeah, same. I'm not super stoked about just being recorded anyway. I mean, as you may have guessed from being a VTuber. I don't know if that would help the situation. Or do you mean like a face like COVID mask thing? That might work. But if it was like a pup hood or something, or like a fursuit head, I don't know if that would really really assuage their fears of me stealing their product. Did we do a full loop around the highway? I think we did. I just got some fabric ones. Stretching. That were just like black and navy blue and stuff. And instead of having the loops around like the ears, they went, it was like across the mouth and then, where did it go? Over the, it was just one strap from the two corners and over the top and around the back, which meant it didn't like have to like hang on your ears as much, which was nice. Racing Roy.
Open city racing means racing the city your way. Any way, anywhere. This is an unordered checkpoint. So clear the orange flares in any order, any way you can. The first
Okay,
one,
interesting.
Final red flare, having cleared the earlier ones, wins.
Ah, yeah, classic. I mean, yeah, back in the beginning, no one knew what was going on, right? Okay, don't lead me wrong, Arrow. I like the latex ones. Yeah. Absolutely no breathability. Around the corner, there we go. Gotta trust the arrow. I don't think I really fully garbed up. I think by the time COVID properly hit Australia, we kind of figured out that it was mostly just airborne, right? And I didn't like visit a hospital or anything like that, where you would probably have to do the whole kit and caboodle. By the time it reached us properly, like lockdowns and stuff, it was wear a mask and sanitize. Not so much the gloves. Ow. Okay, well that went super well. Let's try that again. No, that's a fair point. Hadn't thought about that. Oh, yes, I remember hearing about that. Because it was pretty rampant in England, wasn't it, for a while there? You guys had a pretty rough time of it. Sydney got off pretty alright. We only had one lockdown, which as far as like big cities goes isn't terrible. Melbourne, Victoria, the place I visited with my brother, they had 2 lockdowns? They had one in 2020 and then another in 2021. The 2021 one was almost certainly caused by us. Sydney-siders, that is. Because we didn't constrain travel effective enough. And some removalists from Sydney moved someone to Melbourne, and, well, they brought something else. Oops. I think that's the working supposition, at least. I remember early in the... I think I've got it saved somewhere. Early in the pandemic, like early 2020, where things were not... no one really knew what was going on. And like a lot of things were getting shut down. I think it was the Staten Island ferry, maybe? Was closed, or like a similar ferry. And this lady, or this person had gone to the ferry to get on it. And like you had discovered that, it was entirely empty. But like in any good video game, had discovered that there was a newspaper lying on the floor that was explaining why it was empty. It was very kind of surreal. Just like how accurate almost the video game was. Like, oh yeah, this actually does happen in real life. You will have the newspaper next to you explaining why Raccoon City has no one in it, for example. I also remember how cheap petrol got. That was crazy. I didn't think I'd ever see 99-cent petrol again. I was helping my brother move cars. The Atlanta police car. Oh, that's interesting. Level 1 performance for Class B has been shipped to your garage. New car rims. What's up, homie?
Hey, what's cracking, pimp? I was just thinking about you. I don't know how you do what you do to these cars. After all I do to them, we ain't never race. Yeah, she's become very demanding. Very demanding indeed. First I thought she wanted some 20s, but now it seems like she wants some 22s, so we changing them up. Once you think you got everything right, sit back, take a look, realize that it's all wrong, and then you gotta start all over again. That's why we do what we do. Ain't nothing but love for the dubs, shawty. Hey, you remember those guys from Detroit I was telling you about? One of those guys told me they're having a nationwide American royalty meet in Detroit next week.
I think we're off to Detroit.
Be dropping it like it's hot. Anyway,
yeah, I remember.
Country gonna be there. All the best cars except for one.
Where was that? I think it was. So, the lockdown in Sydney in 21 was announced on a Saturday afternoon. I remember watching the press conference at my brother's house because we were helping him move in. Me and a couple of his friends. And, no, not the garage, we want the movers. But I think the Friday before that, as I was driving home from work, I stopped in at the Aldi, and yeah, the produce aisles were just empty. Was this the Detroit one, or was this the San Diego one? Oops. We got stickers on, not so much on the pavement, but definitely like in supermarkets or shops where you were queuing. There were some on the pavement, but they were definitely...
Man, look at that hot match. I'm sure you want one of them for yourself.
Hey, Oscar's buddy, right? Californian? There's a lot of serious races in town right now. But this is Detroit. Motor City. They'll race anything here.
I don't think it was limited in that sense. I think it was limited to one person per seat, but I'm not sure. They had specific, definitely on the trains at least. They had specific like stickers that they'd put on the seats that you were allowed to sit on.
I took her for a test drive. She is fast.
I think they, at the very least, halved the capacity. I don't know if it was ever as extreme as 10 per bus, but I'm not sure.
If you need anything, give me a holler. And if there's any races, I'll let you know.
I know the church that I go to obviously had like its capacity just slashed because it was based off of a square meterage equation for how many people could attend at a time. And I think it worked out to be like, yeah, it can hold probably like 200 people or so in the main, the main event area. But I think it ended up going down to like 50 or 70 or so. Or maybe it was 100, I can't remember. But basically they had a system where they would have like half of the church, or like, was it half? Basically they had it so that only certain members of the congregation could turn up each week. And it would change each week so that you could kind of, still meet people. But it meant that most of the people were online and some of the people could be in person. But that was only after the lockdown finished. Obviously during the lockdown, it was just like a need to be there basis. So the preacher, the musicians, and myself, like the people working the camera and stuff like that. But if you weren't in one of those categories, you weren't there. We might be getting schooled by these Diablos, I think. Maybe we will look for other races. It was a weird time, though I did enjoy the work from home part of it. I know that's a little bit controversial to say. Spider. Why do I have a feeling that Spider is a motorcyclist? What's up, Spider?
Man, this guy's riding a hot match. I'm sure you want one of them for yourself.
Not really. That's alright, inadequate. Your presence alone was appreciated. I hope your workday is not too onerous. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. As we work through the Galactic Hospital. Oh my goodness, it's midnight. I should probably wrap up, actually. I'll do this spider fella and then we might call it there. We've just been zooming so much that the times have been zooming by. Well done, Diablo. Oh, I appreciate that, Inadequate. You don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. It's a fair point. Who knows what you end up? Actually, speaking of which, I'm just going to rate out now. I'm clearly not the right car. I think I need to updo my car a bit. Yes, that's a word. Well, thank you for joining me, chat. It has been a pleasure having you. Let me just snooze the ads so we don't get those. We're going to raid on out to somebody. Maybe Kisaki doing Schedule 1 stuff? No, let's raid Kesa Wolf. He was in the chat, I think yesterday. I hope he's not raiding out. Actually, maybe he is. Oof. Let's just raid Kisaki. Old reliable. Thank you for joining me, chat. It's been a pleasure having you. I will be back in, well, basically 20 hours time for a bit more Galactica. Until then, if you like what you see, drop a follow on Twitch or drop a follow over on the Blue Sky in particular to keep up to date with stuff. And come over and say howdy in the old Discord. So I'll be back in 20 hours time. I hope you have a good rest of your week, if that is the case, or a good start to your weekend, if that is the case. And until then, yeah, just hang on in there. Persist, as an adequate cat would say. Let's go say hi to Kisaki. Good night, but most importantly, God bless.